shoulder looking and I'm walking fast back home. Red district, red light, live Martin soul. It seems to be torn, yeah. I'm stargazing, oh, I'm cloud counting. I'm chasing my dream. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Voices in the back of my head asking questions like, man, it's a new day. It's Wonderful Wednesday. Just a little bit longer and we'll see. Well, I'm thinking, hey, now. It's Wonderful Wednesday, man. Good morning, good morning. Now I'm thinking, hey, now. Oh, I got something I want to share this morning, man. Good morning, Yolanda. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Gloria. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Dirt road, walking the other side, looks so much greener now. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it. Maybe I should have been a construction worker or a reverend, because I'm really just an old preacher's child. Yeah. Good morning, Gwen. Yeah, maybe. Good morning, Miss Nelson. Let's go. Oh, I'm thinking, tell you now, just a little bit longer and we'll see. Well, I'm thinking, tell you now. Yeah, let's go, man. Wonderful Wednesday. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What I'm thinking. Yeah. Welcome to the Morning Cup of Coffee on this beautiful, wonderful Wednesday morning. God bless each and every one of you guys. Let it rip for yourselves for coming in. Everybody put good morning in the chat. Let's go. Good morning. Wish each other a blessed morning this morning, man. Share those chats among yourselves with me. And let's get this wonderful Wednesday started. Man, I'm telling you, on my drive home, so me and Lori have been driving. We've been sharing a car because I crashed in my car. And it was my fault. But we've been sharing a car. So I dropped her off at work, and on my way home this morning, man, something just came over me. And I'm going to be honest with you, like on the way there, I was feeling a little sick. I was like, damn, I'm kind of nauseous, man. She was like, well, get you some cold, fresh air. You know, a lot's been going on in her and I's, her life and mine as well, you know, and things that we've been going through a lot, just storm after storm, you know what I mean? And this morning, as I was driving back, the first thing that came to my mind is, man, greater is he that is in me. This is real spit, y'all. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Let that rip. Then another scripture came to my mind, and that scripture was, I could do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Denisha, as I was sitting in that car, good morning, William, I was telling myself, you know what? They're not going to bury this dream. They won't put my dreams in the cemetery. Straight up. They will not put my dreams in the cemetery, man. They will not. I'm not allowing them to do that. Whenever I die, whenever God calls me home, people will continue to thrive, work on, strengthen, and live off of my dream and off of my vision. That's what's going to take place with my dream. My dream will not go into the grave with me. My dream will no longer frustrate me. See, a lot of times in this life of ours, we got all these frustrations going on in our lives, right? Some of you are agitated and frustrated and irritated at just at your life. The reason why is because there's something inside of you that is begging to be released. It's something inside of you. It's a dream inside of you that you need to get out of you and share with the world, but you are not using that time correctly. Nor was I. Instead of using that time, hashtag dream, Everybody, hashtag dream. Let's get that going. Instead of using that time to work on this thing that's inside of you, you using that time complaining about the situations that are going on around you. We are using that time. What's up, youngster? You came across my mind this morning too, boy. Instead of using that time working on a dream, because youngster is a part of this dream, we use that time playing Madden. Let's go, Caden. Instead of using that time working on that dream, we using that time celebrating what little bit of situations of success that we have right now. But ultimately, there's something inside of you that's bigger and better that you need to be working toward and striving toward to accomplish. But you wasting that time allowing that what's inside of you irritate you and agitate you. You going through labor pains. I'm not going to talk about being pregnant because we talked about that. But there is a dream inside of you, Yolanda. There's a dream inside of you, Teresa, that when you sit around and you just feeling uneasy, and even though things are going good around you, Miss Willis, things are okay, but there's something inside of you that's bothering you. There's something inside of you that's bothering you. You're uneasy. You're not at peace. It's because there's something dying to get outside of you. There's something inside of you that's begging you. Do not take this to the grave with you. They will not bury this dream. And I will not allow the enemy's devices to muffle this dream or to allow it to help me to make me carry this dream to the grave with me. You know how many dreams are buried in the graveyard? He's been trying to muffle me, man, and I've been allowing him. Ain't that crazy? This morning, I'm telling you, I woke up so uneasy. I'm not lying with y'all at all. Sure, right. Yeah. There's a song by Maverick City Music. I encourage each and every one of you to go listen to it. The name of the song is Breathe. There's 2 different versions. Listen to both of them. Breathe. 'Cause it's a miracle when we breathe. There's power in the way that we breathe. Release your every burdens and let everything that have breath praise the Lord. This is why we have breath, to praise the Lord. Breathe. Listen, do not take that dream to the grave with you. I'm not taking mine to the grave with me. Only thing they gonna when they put me in the grave, I'll be empty. I had a coach who used to say, leave it all on the field. Leave it all on the field. That means to go out on that field and give everything that you got so that when you walk off that field, you didn't have nothing else to give. And when they put me in the grave, I'm not going to have nothing else left in me. I encourage you to do the same. The enemy is a lie this morning. He's a lie every morning. Sometimes we are our own enemy. I have been my own enemy. The devil, I can't even now. Have I partaken in some of his devices to help do the things that I'm doing? Yes. Are these things from the enemy? Yes. Did I make these decisions? Yes. So ultimately, I became my own enemy. The devil's devices: drugs, alcohol, sex, women, social media. Anything that takes you off, anything that is a deterrent, anything that takes you off the course and puts you on another course. Good morning, Miss Polly. Tried to call you yesterday. Anything that does that. What's up, Brandon? The enemy will not make me take this dream to the grave. When they put me in the ground, I'll be empty. There will not be the echo of a book that hasn't been written. There won't be an echo of a song that hasn't been released. There won't be the echo of a charity that hasn't been started. There won't be an echo or a crying, a mourning, a soft mourning of a good morning, Portia. We on one this morning. There won't be the sound of mourning when they put me in the grave of a book that I did not write, or a song that I did not sing, or a venue I did not try to get into, or a business that I didn't start. or a mouth that I didn't get a chance to feed. When they put me in the ground, I'll be empty. Do not allow the enemy to coerce you into going to the grave and taking a dream with you. There is a dream inside of you. There is a plan inside of you. There is a goal that you need to achieve inside of you, and it's frustrating the hell out of you because you don't know how to get it out of you. Get it out of you. Do I know how to do all these things? No, but I know a God that can. I serve the God that can. I serve the God that does. Let that rip. They will not. Man, I was sitting in that car and I was nauseous and everything. I was like, hey man, I don't feel good. So I kind of rolled down the window on the way back and I just started to think like, man, I'm tired of feeling like this. What is going on? And it came to me, man, you know what? They will not bury me with any one of my dreams. Every one of them in my mind, either they will be attempted or they will be achieved, period. Period. If you put God first. He has a plan. He knows a way. He knows the purpose. He knows the people that you need to know. And the one thing that I did pray, and me and Andrew, we believe somewhat the same on this, and we don't believe somewhat the same on this. But I did pray for this. I prayed for the strength and the resolve to do exactly what I need to do, and then he'll bring these things into fruition. You link me up with the people, and you give me the strength to do the things that I need to do. Hold on. Here's the other part. Portia, check this out. Because we get the strength to do the things that we need to do, right, sweetie? Check this out. Give me the strength and the resolve not to do the things that I don't need to do. Let that rip. We always talk about what we need to do to achieve these dreams and these goals. But what about what we don't need to be doing? Huh? What about that? What about that? I will not let them bury this dream. I will not go to the grave without my family being happy and satisfied that I'm a commodity and not a liability. Huh? That part. Ms. Nelson, it will not happen. I made my mind up about that today. God, take away the stuff that I can't take away. Take away the stuff that I find hard. Take away the stuff that I find hard to let go of. There's a few. There's a few. What's up, Joshua? Hey, y'all welcome JC Joshua to the Morning Cup of Coffee, man. I think this is his first time. Joshua, don't go to the grave with any unfulfilled dreams. The devil is trying to make you die, and when you die, there will be a mourning on the side of you of a dream that you didn't fulfill or didn't attempt. When they put you in the grave, you better go empty. Yolanda, when they pack you up and ship you on from here, you better go empty. Lord, when they box you up and there's cries, mourning over your shell, it better be nothing but a shell. Better not be no books. Don't take no book to the grave with you. Lori, Yolanda, don't take no book or no business to the grave with you. I'm not taking nothing with me. Keep my casket empty. I'm not taking nothing with me. I'm going to leave it all out here. I'm going to leave it all out here, man. My dream will live. My dream will be my legacy. My name will be echoed. The books that I write will be read years after I'm gone. The songs that I have written and sung will be sung years, decades after I've been in the grave. This podcast will still be running years after I'm dead and gone. Yeah, JC, I go live every morning, man, at 6. We're doing it at 7:30 right now, but on Monday through Friday, we got a podcast called The Morning Cup of Coffee. It's streamed on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and this is where we come get our fresh brew. We give our first fruits first thing in the morning. First fruit. A fresh brewed cup every morning, man. Take away what is not needed. Yolanda, to be honest with you, that is the most detrimental part. It is imperative that we understand that we can ask God for what we need to do and ask God to give us what we need. We need the strength we need the strength to do what he says do. We need the resolve to stay consistent in that. And then we have to be wise to ask him to take away the stuff that we don't need. and then give us strength to stop it, and then resolve to be consistent in that stopping of whatever it is. For some of us, it's food. We're not going to point no fingers at the alcoholics. We're not going to point no fingers at the drug addicts. We ain't going to point no fingers at the pornography people. Everybody got something. So if you're pointing your finger, you're wrong. If you're pointing your finger, you're wrong. What you should be doing is you should be praying for yourself and whatever it is you got going. And then if you know about somebody who has something going, pray for them as well. God, help Jay with that. God, help Miss Nelson with that. Help Yolanda with that. Help JC get past that, whatever it may be. As you help me get past what I got going on. You can't point at the dirt of somebody else when you standing in mud. For real, for real. Big Fox. I refuse, man. The enemy is a liar. And throughout my sin is sin. Say it, sweetie. Sin is sin. Throughout my life, the devil has, honestly, this is completely honest with y'all. I had a stint with marijuana. I had about a 9-month stint with cocaine. We fighting alcohol. Throughout the entirety of my life, the enemy has used vices to try to destroy me because he knows that there's a dream inside of me. He knows that there's a vision inside of me, and he knows that I could be a vessel of honor. But you know what? That's over with. He not taking these to the grave. Nah. We gonna lay these out loud, y'all. We gonna lay these out loud. Polly, we gonna lay these out. We gonna lay these out loud, man. That's what it is, man. If the light get too bright, put your shades on. Because I know this. This is what I know. This is what I know. This ain't what I think. This ain't this is what I know to be a fact. Greater is he that is in me, than he that is of the world. This is something else I know. This is something else that I know for a fact. I appreciate that, Jeff. This is something else that I know for a fact. Denisha, check. This is what I know. I know this to be a fact just as sure as I'm holding this cup of coffee. Just as sure portion as I'm breathing and speaking words. I know this for a fact is that I could do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Yo puedo hacer todo en Cristo que me fortalece. That was the first scripture that I learned in Spanish. I could do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Puedo hacer todo en Cristo que me fortalece. You talking to a guy who suffers from a slight form of dyslexia and didn't graduate high school, go to prison and teach himself to read and write Spanish out of a book. You know how I started it? I said this. I says, God, I don't know why you want me to learn this, but let's do it. Bueno, sí, la verdad. Muchísimas gracias. Hermosa. Yeah. I don't know why you want me to do this, but if you with me, I know I can do it. I said that. I swear to God. I said that. And I started. A, E, O, B. And learned the syllables. Learned each and every vowel. Start to spell words. You tell me that God ain't. You tell me that if you don't pray for the strength and the resolve, and if you don't add God into whatever it is that you're building, you tell me that it won't come to pass. I'm living evidence of it, man. I could never dream to have been singing, and I haven't sang in no super great places, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. The biggest venue that I've probably sang at was T's Bar and Grill or Hank's, where there, it was nice, And we jammed that thing. We packed that boy. On my birthday, it was packed. It was packed. We set a record at the Brass Tap, and it wasn't even no stage there. It wasn't even a stage there. Set a record in sales that night. As I was sitting on the yard, good morning, Tioka. As I was sitting on the yard writing these songs, asking God, man, God, I need you to bless this career because I don't know what I'm doing. Sitting on the yard, writing these songs, and I'm playing them at venues today. You tell me my God is not able. With the strength and the resolve and the push. Do not die and take a dream to the grave with you, man. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what your situation look like. And I can say that Because, boy, in the backdrop of my life, my situation is not gravy. So I don't care what your situation look like. I don't care what your situation look like. Do not take a dream to the grave. When you go to that thing, go empty. Leave it all out here. When you go to that thing, you go empty. So that when you stand before your king and he says, hey, what happened to that stuff I gave you? They're down there. They're down there living on it right now, Father. It's increased by tenfolds. They're still singing those songs. They're still feeding people on 12th Street in a building that I erected, that you helped me erect. They're still feeding people on the charity that I started. They're still reading that book that you put in my heart. It's touching somebody's life right now as we speak. Because I knew that I could do all things through Christ who strengthened me. Poured out, man, empty. Man, turn the jar over and hit the bottom of it. And I don't like to talk about things that I don't know, right? So if you were to ask me, well, Jay, how do we start? My answer is take one step, because I don't know. You got to be a faith walker. Andrew tells me all the time, hey, the only way to go through it. Mama tells me the same thing. You got to take one step. For I am confident in this very thing, that he who has begun a good work will perfect it until the day of Christ. He will bring it to pass, man. You got to do some working. Pray for that strength and that resolve. One step at a time. One step at a time, man. Do not go to the... Man, I know I've said it 1,000 times. I'm going to say, do not take a dream to the grave with you. I'm not doing it. Nah, I'm resolved. Something clicked in me this morning, and I just happen to be... I'm grateful that I get to share it with you people. Something clicked in me this morning, man. I told God I'm tired of feeling like this. As I was driving back to the house, I'm tired of feeling like this. I says, I don't want to take no dreams to the grave with me, Father. I don't. When I pass away, I want them to still be living and thriving and prospering off the dreams that I have placed in the world while I was here. That's what I desire. That's what I desire. Man, and I implore you. I beg of you, faith without works is dead, Portia. I beg of you, when they put you in the ground, be empty. Just take that first step. Today I'm gonna write a youngster, today I'll write a paragraph of that book. Today I'll write a paragraph of that book. I sure will. At least I'm gonna write down something. Just take a step. Just take a step. Y'all been waiting for that Time of Essence book, and we got some notes over around here, but we just haven't been wasting time. Dream and live out loud. I got a song called Live Out Loud. Called Live Out Loud. I may sing that Friday. Yeah. Kind of has a little reggae, Rastafarian feel to it. Yeah, man. I'm not taking none of this. I'm not taking none of it to the grave, man. And I don't know how it's going to happen. All I know is that if I'm willing to work and I take one step, God will take two. And if I just keep on working and I take one more step, I believe he'll take two more. People love to help people that see them helping themselves. Live out. Hashtag live out loud, man. Let's go. Denisha, let's go. Everybody. Hashtag live out loud, man. Hashtag live out loud, man. Do not allow the enemy's devices to work against you, to when they put you in a grave, they're putting all those dreams in there with you. All that vision, all that potential. Hashtag live out loud. All that talent. The grave is screaming, mourning, yelling, with dreams that have been buried 6 feet deep. Dreams that have been cremated. God forbid. God forbid. Hashtag live out loud, man. God forbid. Let's go. Man, write it down. God, I pray to God that you people are listening. Not just listening, but doers. Man, I'm doing it. If you wait, man, I'm doing it. I'm gone. I'm out of there, man. He won't get this one, man. He won't get this one, man. He won't. He tried, and I gave him a whole bunch of leeway. I gave him a lot of time. I allowed the enemy to let me waste time, man. I did, man. I did. A lot of time, inside and out. Nah. He can't have this one. He won't. They're not gonna put this one in the ground. None of them. I don't know how they gonna come to, but we gonna work on them one step at a time. He not putting none of mine in the ground. When I go, I'm going empty. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm going empty, man. I'm going empty, man. And all I can do is say is watch. Just keep watching. Join the journey. Join the journey. Let's go. Let's go. Let's build it together, man. Shh. I help you with yours. You help me with mine. Let's go. We should. Man, nah. Yeah. Let's go. Do not allow him to put those dreams in the grave, man. When you go, be empty. It is your season. Take a step. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Take a step, Portia. Whatever it is, start it. Start it today. Start it today. I'm going to start fixing it. No. If your goal is to get fit, start eating right today. Had a beer in my refrigerator. I walked that thing out to the trash chute this morning. Y'all can celebrate that or not. Walk that thing. Nah. He can't have this one, man. Nah. I've been giving too much. You guys have been giving too much. God has been too good to all of us, man. He not putting mine in the grave. Only thing they gonna put in the grave is his shell. That's it. That's all they can have. They ain't got to put no clothes on me. You can have a closed casket. Because he won't get this, buddy. I know it, too. He's able. I know it. There's another thing that came to my mind. Man, I serve a God that can. Shh. Let's go. Yeah. Tell y'all what I would do. And I don't know if any of you, I know that there's some guys I have talked to. So I would drink to not think. My drinking was a numbing. I found that out today on a long talk to myself. I had about 40 minutes of talking with myself and God. And that's a long time to just be sitting talking to yourself and God. I was numbing. Can and will, yes. I was numbing. I didn't want to think about the career path. I just wanted to just keep moving, going forward, just keep getting gigs and keep singing. And because when I would think about my career and the things that go on in my mind, they're so big. I'm not gonna lie to you, they're big. That it would become almost discouraging and depressing. Like, oh man, I ain't gonna be able to do that. And so to not think about those things, I get lit. I would get lit. And all I was trying to do was to turn my mind off so that I wouldn't think about them. When, ultimately, what I should have been doing with that time that I spent spending time and money on whiskey and beer, what I should have been doing is I should have been committing that time in the obtaining of these goals that are so grandiose. They're so grand that all that little extra time that I spent sitting at a bar stool or sitting on my couch, I should have been spending that time working on that dream, plotting, planning, writing, praying, calling, figuring out, researching, looking up, practicing. So that's what we'll do. Because he's not putting this one in the grave. Nope. A year from now, we'll be I can't wait to see what the morning cup of coffee is doing this time next year. Good morning, Jackie. I can't wait to see where the morning cup of coffee, how many mouths we're feeding this time next year. Numbing, never moving forward, stagnant. That's what it was doing, Lord. Trying to take my mind. I cannot wait to see what music has been released this time next year. What up, Matt? How you doing this morning, brother? Yeah. They won't bury this dream, man. Do not go to the grave with any dreams. Do not add to the mourning. That's good, Teresa. God bless you. Keep grinding. We starting. Do not add to the wailing and the mourning of the grave where so many dreams have been buried. Yeah. Good word. Good word, Portia. Yeah. Not gonna do it. I got too much to offer. We all do. We all have too much to offer. He's given us too much because in each and every one of us there is something that has been placed in us to do that the other one of us can't do. So we facilitate each other. We're this. And next thing you know, you have this mansion that has been built from a network of people doing what it is that they were placed on this earth to do. I do not, and I encourage you not to be one of the people who takes that dream and that talent, that gift, that blessing to the grave. Period. I love you people. Do something good for somebody on today. Take one step. Ask him about it. What is it? Just ask him what it is. If you don't know, ask him what it is because there's something agitating you. There's something inside of you. Use it or lose it. Yes. There's something inside of you that wants to get out. Just ask him. And then take a step. He'll take two. Man, I'm believing that. It ain't just talk. It's walking time. I'm believing that, man. I love you guys. I'm here for you. I thank you guys for showing up in the morning. Live out loud. Live out loud. Live out loud. It's easy. God first.